A train pulling grain cars filled with prairie wheat winds past the Welland Canal under the watchful eyes of its owners, Wayne and Marjorie Ettinger. From St. Catharines to St. Thomas, Trillium Railway Company is connecting with rural industries.
Our service is more responsive. Our crews all have cell phones, and they can change direction on a moment's notice. If a customer changes their mind in the middle of the day, we can accommodate them.
Trillium Railway now accommodates over 20 area businesses. Hauling and delivering various commodities, this short-line freight service rang up $2.5 million in sales last year. An impressive track record for a farmer with a fascination for trains.
Well, I have been a rail fan all my life, and when I saw that railways were being abandoned all across the province, I joined together with Mr. Knox of the Caledonia BDC to see if we could start a short line railway, because I was aware that in the U.S. there were many such short lines providing just this type of service, and I felt that it was what was needed in Canada to save the railways.
And Wayne's a very perseverant person. He's worked at this for probably 20 years. And so it's not that it happened suddenly, it's just part of who Wayne is.
But trying to start your own short-line rail service requires experience as well as perseverance. So Wayne went in search of a partner, and he found one, a U.S. short-line rail operator from upstate New York. That's when Wayne climbed off his tractor and onto a locomotive.
It was not very glamorous, because the very first day of operation I spent with some local teenagers, you might say, changing ties and fixing the track because it was in such bad shape. But over the time we got the track fixed up, and then I learned to be a brakeman and become an engineer, and the railroad has moved on so that now we have a large staff and so many other things for me to do that I rarely operate the locomotives anymore.
And Wayne doesn't have that American partner anymore after he was nearly squeezed out of the operation. In the nick of time, 4 area CFDCs, Grand Erie Business Centre, South Niagara CFDC, Norfolk District BDC, and Oxford Small Business Support Centre jumped on board with enough loan capital to make the Ettingers sole owners of Trillium Railway.
And so we helped him realize this vision, this concept of economic development through maintaining short-line railways. And it's turned out to be a great success.
A short 2 years after this deal was put together, they employ over 20 full-time people and a number of part-time people that work on a seasonal basis. So the impact to the community is significant, and if you do a multiplier effect of any nature, it does have a lasting and durable impact on our local economies.
As Trillium Railway rolls across more than 100 kilometers of track each year, thousands of carloads of supplies and locally produced goods are reaching satisfied customers thanks to Wayne Ettinger's vision and passion for trains.
Currently, we're not receiving ships at all, whereas in the past we've received up to 8 to 10 boats per year. Trillium exclusively does all our wheat deliveries now. The service levels are great. The working relationship with Wayne and his staff has been excellent. I have no complaints whatsoever.
We are providing a much needed service for industry. We're providing jobs for local people. And I guess you would say, being a rail fan, it might be considered a rail fan's dream.
Trillium Railway Company Limited, 2005 Entrepreneur of the Year.